Thank you for joining me on my masterclass. Now, today we're going to talk about the S&P 500. Some of you may know the S&P 500 has just released its data, half-year data. Obviously, today is July 1, 2022, so it's giving its data for the first 6 months of this year, and it's had its worst performance since 1970. It's shared about 20.6% of its value, and about $8.5 trillion has been shared off, has been lost, in stocks and bonds and shares all across the S&P 500. Now, if you don't know what the S&P 500 is, it's an index that's been around for 96 years. It started in the year 1926. So in about 4 years, it's going to be 100 years. And in its 96-year history, it's had an annualized rate of return on investment of about 12%. But a lot of stuff have happened this year, and it's actually not just the S&P 500. It's the Nasdaq is also down. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is also down. The New York Stock Exchange. So it's a number. It's industry wide. And if you watch my videos, if you subscribe to this channel, you know that I told you guys this was going to happen. If you go and see my previous videos, I told you guys to get your money out of the S&P 500 because it's going to happen, out of stocks, that this was going to happen. Because there were indicators. We saw it with the inflation rate. Now the inflation rate in the US is the highest it's been for about 40 years. It's about 8.3% and climbing. So we've seen that Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank, he met with the US Senate Banking Committee 2 weeks ago, and he said, okay, he was going to do a number of things, but he did mention that recession was still on the horizon. He did say that. And you saw Gary Gensler, the chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, the US SEC. He said something similar, So, I knew this was going to happen, and then I encouraged you. I told you, I said, listen, if you're going to be buying stocks, you want to buy stocks that have grossly fallen, so they are undervalued, meaning that they are likely to pick up their value when the economy starts to do better. I told you, I said one of those stocks would be Coinbase. I said to buy Coinbase. Coinbase has lost about 86% of its value. The only way is up. I said so. I said, okay, you could buy Meta shares. You can buy Kohl's. Kohl's is for those of you who don't know, it's called KSS. So you can look for it on the stock market, on if you have an app or whatever. It's a chain store all over America. Dillard's. You can buy Dillard's stock. These have fallen and they're now undervalued, but they're going to come up. But what I've been telling you guys consistently is that the best way to make money now is by day trading in cryptocurrency, because you can't the window for day trading for shares. And first and foremost, you got to be registered. You got to be either you are registered as a stockholder, as a stockbroker, or you have to go through a stockbroker, and then there are fees, and then there are minimum amounts that you got to pay, and then like all kinds of hoops that you got to jump through. But you can do the same thing more profitably with cryptocurrency. And if you watch my previous videos, I've taught you guys step by step what people are paying for. I've taught you guys how to do it. That's the best way to make money right now in this market. Day trading on, for instance, now I've not lost even a dime this year, and I've been making money consistently every day. So that's just the best way. Get your money out of the S&P 500 and in fact the stock market, except you are in for the long run. That means you want to buy stocks, like I said, that are undervalued. If not, if you want to make money in the short term, like now and then the next 3 months, you got to be in day trading in cryptocurrency. And if you don't know how to do it, watch my previous videos. I did one 2 days ago. I did 4 last week. Because you see what's happening right now. In fact, a lot of people don't know what's going to happen. You've got the war in Ukraine, which has affected the global supply chain. And even before that, the supply chain in the United States was affected because of some policies by the Biden administration. And now you've got it exacerbated by the war in Ukraine, which doesn't seem to be that like there's an end of it in sight. If you listen to the comments from Boris Johnson, and which appear to have been embraced by the rest of the European Union, that look, they should prepare for the long haul. So you have to tailor your financial behavior, your investment, your planning to take that into account. Now, my name is Reno Omokri. If you've watched this and you have questions arising from what I said here, put them in the comment section of this video. And I'm going to do my best. My staff will curate those comments, bring them to me, and I'll do my best to respond to each and every category. But I might not respond to your specific comments, but I'll respond to your specific category. Now, remember, I do not have a WhatsApp forum. I do not have a Telegram channel or a Gmail email address. Scammers have seen that my videos tend to go viral, and so they've created a huge number of fake YouTube profiles. They approach people in the comment sections of my videos, telling them helpline, guideline, one-on-one mentoring, contact me for more profitable information. And the latest, they named their channel Pinned by Reno Omokri. So when they respond to you, you think I pinned it. They're scammers. You contact them, they're going to ask you to pay $1,000, and that's the last you hear from them. And then you come running to me and say, Pastor Reno, you've duped me. No, I don't dupe people. I'm the apostle of prosperity. I make people rich. I don't make them poor. This was Omokri saying, God bless you.
But Reno travels all around the world. I hope you get inspired about what you see. Apostle of greatness, Reno is a master. Only one man against the whole world in large. Fighting with the monsters, poverty I can't stand. That's why Reno is